Hey guys, it's Cameron, and welcome back to another Halloween video. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and I hope you guys are all doing well tonight, whatever it is you guys are doing. And I am Ghostface again, so I'm just the best Ghostface again. But let me take off this mask, my face is all sweaty. That's better. But anyway, tonight's video is going to be another Halloween tale. This Halloween tale was long whenever I read it, so this video might be a little bit of a long video, sorta. But yeah, this was the most scariest Halloween story that I read online, and it was a long story whenever I read it. But I don't remember some of the parts in the story that I was reading, but I'm gonna say a few scary parts to make this video interesting for you guys for tonight. So, this Halloween tale is called Tap Tap Tap. It's kind of a weird Halloween story that I found online, but I found it online and I just wanted to share it with you guys for the fourth Halloween video. So yeah, this Halloween tale is called Tap Tap Tap. And let's just get started with this video. Many years ago, there was a school. Inside the school, there was children who was decorating for Halloween. The teacher was letting them decorate for Halloween. The children in the school were decorating some Halloween decorations like witches, ghosts, pumpkins, vampires, spiders, and zombies. Those were the decorations that they were making at the school. The teacher had the radio on in the classroom, so she had the radio on and she was listening to the news on the radio while the children were all decorating for their Halloween party because they're planning on having their own Halloween party at the school. And they were all having so much fun decorating their decorations. So they were just decorating their ghosts, mummies, pumpkins, vampires, zombies, and spiders. And vampires too. And suddenly there was an interruption on the radio. The interruption was saying there was a crazed murderer on the loose that escaped from prison. He is extremely dangerous. That's what the interruption was saying on the radio, that there was a crazed murderer that was on the loose and that had broken out of prison. So the teacher was interrupted by a bad news report. And she did not want the children to feel scared, but it was too late. The children already heard the radio interruption because they already heard that there was a crazed murderer on the loose that broke out of prison. And he is armed and extremely dangerous. So, everybody had to lock all their doors and windows because of the crazed murderer that was on the loose. So, the teacher was trying to protect all her children in her class. So, she was telling the children that everything was going to be okay. So, she locked the door and she locked all the windows in the classroom. And the children were all sitting on the floor feeling scared to death because of this crazed murderer that was on the loose. So, they were trying to protect each other. but the teacher was trying to protect all the children in her class. So she kept her door and her windows locked in her class room. So yeah, all the children were sitting on the floor. The teacher was telling them that everything was okay. When all of a sudden, one of the kids raised her hand because she needed to go to the bathroom. So one of the little girls raised her hand because she needed to go to the bathroom. So the teacher unlocked the door so she can go use the bathroom. And she gave her a secret code before she went to the bathroom. The secret code was tap, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch. That was the secret code that the teacher gave to the little girl before she went to the bathroom. So she let her go to the bathroom and she told her to hurry back quickly. So she told the little girl to hurry up and come back quickly. A few hours went by, the little girl still did not come back from using the bathroom. The teacher and the rest of the kids were all worried. They were wondering what was taking her so long to get back. So they were wondering what's taking this little girl so long to use the bathroom. And all of a sudden, they heard footsteps coming from down the hallway. So they heard footsteps coming from down the hallway. So the teacher and the kids thought maybe it's the little girl. So they thought it was the little girl that was making those footsteps. But it was not the little girl. So the children were all shaking. Sorry, I thought I heard something. Okay, man, maybe I'm just hearing things, I don't know. But anyway, they thought it was the little girl making those footsteps, but it was not the little girl. And suddenly they heard a tap, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch at the door. And the teacher still thought it was the little girl that came back from using the bathroom. Okay, this Halloween story is getting creepier. So yeah, it is getting creepier for you guys, but I still hope you guys are enjoying this story that I'm telling to you guys. So the teacher went to go unlock the door and she still heard the tap, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch sound at the door. But she still thought it was the little girl, but it's not. So she put the keys in the hole to unlock the door. Oh yeah, like I forgot to say this. One of the kids said, maybe it's the little girl at the door, said one of the kids. So one of the little boys said, maybe it's her, he said to the teacher. So he just said maybe it's also the little girl that came back from using the bathroom. He also thought it was her at the door. So the teacher put her key in the hole and she opened the door and she screamed in horror. There was a tall man standing at her door. He was holding a knife in his hand. He had a knife in his left hand. In his right hand, he was holding the severed head of the little girl. So He must have chopped her head off. So he chopped this little girl's head off. And he was standing at the door with a knife in his hand and the served head of the little girl that went to the bathroom. So all the children were running around the classroom, and the tall man hacked at some of these kids, but the teacher managed to jump out the window. She managed to get a window open and she jumped out. She jumped out of the window to escape for her life. So she escaped for her life when she got the window open. And the police arrived at the school. So the police arrived. When the police walked in the classroom, the tall man was sitting on the chair. There was so much blood all over the floor and ceiling and walls. There was lots and lots of blood everywhere in the classroom. And the children were all chopped in pieces. The children were all cut into pieces. Now that is pretty terrifying. The tall man hacked at these children with his knife by chopping their bodies into pieces. There was lots and lots of blood on the floor, walls, and ceiling. So yeah, the police found the tall man in the classroom, sitting on the chair. Okay, it's already 8 on my TV, so it's 8:07 on my TV as I'm filming this video. Oh yeah. Okay, so in the story, the teacher was in a hospital. So she was in a hospital and she was traumatized. Whenever she was in a hospital, and she was hearing tap, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch in her head. So she kept on hearing the tap, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch in her head whenever she was in the hospital traumatized. Oh yeah, and also the school was abandoned. The school was left there to be abandoned. Nobody was not allowed to go to the school because it was abandoned. It stood there abandoned for years. They say if you go to the school, you will hear the screaming of the children. So you will see the screaming, you'll hear screaming of the children inside the school if you go to it. And you will also hear tap, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch whenever you go to that school too. And the school is probably haunted by the children that were murdered too. And if you go inside the bathroom in the school, you will see the headless body of the little girl that had her head chopped off. So yeah, you will see the headless body of the little girl in one of the bathroom stalls with her head chopped off. So yeah, maybe no one should never go to that haunted school because it's haunted by the children that were murdered and the school was left abandoned for years. So yeah, they left the school abandoned for years because of what happened inside that school. So yeah, what did you guys think of this Halloween tale? So I hope I didn't scare you guys too much with this Halloween story. But I think it was a perfect Halloween story for tonight's video. So this was the most terrifying Halloween story that I that I told for you guys. That I told y'all. So yeah, what did you guys think of this Halloween story? I think it was pretty scary and creepy at the same time because the tall man was in the hallway making the footsteps. So he was the one who was making the footsteps in the hallway. And he killed the little girl whenever she went to the bathroom. He chopped her head off. And he was the one who made the tap 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 scratch 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 sound at the door. At the teacher's door. So yeah, this was the most terrifying Halloween story. And it's really sad that all the children were murdered in the classroom with their bodies chopped into pieces. Because the tall man killed all the children in the classroom. Which is so sad and terrifying that he did that to those children. To all those poor children in the classroom. So yeah, this school was definitely abandoned. And if you go to the school, you will hear the screams of the children that were murdered. And you'll probably see their ghosts too. So you might see their ghosts as well if you go inside that abandoned school. And if you go into the bathroom, you will see the headless little girl in the bathroom stall that had her head chopped off. So yeah, you will see the headless body of the little girl in one of the bathroom stalls. If you go inside the bathroom, you will see her headless body in the stall. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me put my ghost face mask back on. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed my fourth Halloween video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a big old thumbs up. And subscribe to my channel because I'm uploading every single day this week. And yeah, that's it for tonight's Halloween tale. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween tale. And I hope you guys weren't too scared. And that's pretty much it for tonight's Halloween tale. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye guys. Viewers beware. You're in for a scare.